In a small town where dreams often felt too big for reality, a group of determined athletes gathered at an old, cracked training ground, each carrying invisible scars from past defeats, but an unbreakable spark of hope in their hearts. Though the field was worn and the equipment outdated, their spirits were fierce, driven by a shared belief that their circumstances did not define their potential. They opened their hearts to one another, sharing painful stories of failure, rejection, and doubt, and in so doing, discovered that their struggles connected them. Each confession peeled away fear, replacing it with understanding that every setback had shaped their hunger to rise beyond what the world believed was possible for them. With the first rays of the morning sun stretching across the horizon, they made a sacred promise to themselves and each other to push their bodies, minds, and spirits beyond comfort, refusing to let fear, past mistakes, or whispered negativity define the limits of their ambition. Their training began brutally, with sore muscles and burning lungs, yet every drop of sweat became a silent symbol of resilience. In each moment of discomfort, they discovered the truth that greatness is carved through struggle, not granted through ease. One athlete, once told his career was over after a devastating injury, stepped back onto the track with shaking legs but a fierce determination in his eyes, proving that healing is as much a triumph of the spirit as it is of the body. Another athlete, who had been labeled too fragile to compete, shattered expectations by lifting heavier weights than she ever imagined possible, her strength echoing the defiance of every doubt that once tried to silence her. They discovered that unity strengthened their journey, as voices of encouragement carried them through moments when exhaustion and despair whispered temptations to quit, reminding them they were never alone in their fight. Their coach became their guiding force, reinforcing the belief that limits existed only in the mind, and that with discipline, faith, and relentless practice, even the impossible could begin to surrender. During an especially grueling session, they pushed past physical exhaustion, uncovering a hidden strength that surprised even themselves, realizing their true power lived beyond pain. Every small victory, from improved timing to extended endurance, fueled their confidence and confirmed that progress, no matter how slow, was proof that their efforts were transforming into strength. As word of their commitment spread, others began to draw inspiration from their journey, seeing in them the courage to believe that even broken beginnings could lead to powerful endings. They faced physical strain and mental fatigue, but their determination burned brighter than every doubt, lighting the path forward even on the darkest days. When one athlete collapsed from overexertion, the team stood together, understanding that true strength also meant compassion, rest, and the courage to rise again with renewed purpose. As a local competition approached, anxiety tried to creep in, but their courage stood tallest, refusing to let fear overshadow the progress they had built through sacrifice. On competition day, they stepped onto the field not as helpless underdogs, but as powerful warriors, ready to rewrite every expectation stacked against them. The crowd watched in awe as they performed with unwavering discipline and unstoppable passion, their movements echoing months of relentless dedication. Though some stumbled, they rose again with fierce resolve, proving that resilience is not about perfection, but about the courage to continue. Their performance became more than athletic effort. It was a living statement of what determination and belief can achieve when fueled by purpose. Spectators no longer saw them as ordinary athletes, but as living symbols of perseverance, courage, and relentless human potential. Returning to training, they carried newfound motivation, understanding that this victory was not an end, but a powerful beginning. Each passing day strengthened their speed, technique, and endurance, reflecting the transformation of their inner mindset as fiercely as their physical growth. They embraced failure with newfound wisdom, learning that every mistake was merely a stepping stone toward greatness. Support from the community poured in, uplifting their confidence and reinforcing their belief that their journey held deeper meaning. With passion burning brighter than ever, they trained knowing their once distant dreams had now become tangible realities. An international scout recognized their growth, opening doors to opportunities that once belonged only to their imagination. Fear dissolved into confidence as belief replaced doubt, preparing them for larger challenges on global stages. They reflected on their darkest moments, proud of the strength they had discovered along the way. Every struggle they endured only forged their resilience deeper, sharpening their unstoppable spirit. Their story turned into hope for countless dreamers watching from afar, proving that perseverance conquers even the highest obstacles. By defying every limit, they transformed not only their lives but the perception of what is truly possible, becoming living legends forged by courage, unity, and unstoppable determination.